Okay, let's describe for a little bit the logic that we want to try to set up in CCW. And we want to set the exact same logic up in all three different paradigms. So we're going to create a structured text routine, we're going to create a function block diagram routine, and we're also going to create a ladder routine just for practice. And we're going to create the exact same thing in all three different paradigms. So here's what we want to create. We want one analog signal coming in, which we are then going to scale. And then we want to use that to enable one of two alarms if it's either too high or if it's too low. And then we want an alarm silence to disable a notification bit. And we want an alarm reset, which would reset both an alarm bit and a notification bit. Now, don't get too hung up on, well, does the alarm reset itself when the condition disappears or this? Or, let's just go ahead and use latched alarms so that they stay there until somebody hits the reset. Don't worry about, what kind of devices this is going to be for, what kind of signal it's going to be for. If you want to keep it simple, just call it a tank level. It could be anything. We just want one analog signal that we're going to scale. Then we want it to be able to trigger a high alarm or a low alarm, one of each. And then we want 2 bits for each alarm. We want a high alarm bit, a high notification bit. We want a low alarm bit, a low notification bit. And then we want 2 push buttons that can reset those. We want an alarm silence just to get rid of the notification only. And then we want an alarm reset that can get rid of both. So that's a very, very simple program to write, I know, but that's just, enough to get us into CCW and at least get our feet wet before we get back out and jump into Automation Builder, which is really where we want to spend our time. So keep that in mind, write that down if you need to, and when we get into the next sections, that's exactly what you're going to be setting up. I'll give you a little bit of instruction as far as how to program in each of these 3 paradigms using CCW. I'll give you some initial familiarity. Then I'm going to turn you loose to write your own program. So with that, let's jump into the good stuff.